We took care of that before.
Let's see. You are live. I have three separate uh, platforms going here. I have three separate. All right. Platforms. I'm gonna close that. Woo. All right. Now I have to I have to turn my phone on so I can make sure that the stream is actually. This is what happens when you do things with shoestring and bubble gum. That's,
Hey, that's our main stock and trade here. Well, we'll lend you some duct tape if you get in trouble.
we would appreciate that. We definitely need extra duct tape. All right, are you downloading? That's really slow. Let's see what's going on here.
I'm gonna go change my shirt.
All right, let's see. Let me try this. Because my phone, of course, is deciding, no, I don't want to, I don't want to show you the video right now. And there we go. Oh, yeah, we are up. All right. I'm going to pop this onto my page. Close that. Go back over here. Clicky, clicky, clicky. And what am I doing? Oh, this is what I'm doing. Okay. Hi, everybody. This is Jacqueline Luqman, and this is Live in Luqman Nation. We are on a special night, quite obviously, because this is a special conversation. I am coming to you from Washington, D.C., but the two people who are sitting in the Luqman Nation frame here, and hi, everybody over on We Are the Media, too. Thanks for tuning in, are Anna Edwards and Phil Wilayto. And they're involved in so much stuff, I can't remember it all. So I'm going to let them introduce themselves to you. So take it away.
Well, my name is Anna Edwards, and I am chair of the Sacred Ground Project, Sacred Ground Historical Reclamation Project of the Defenders for Freedom, Justice, and Equality.
And Phil Wilayto, editor of the Virginia Defender newspaper, and helpmate to Anna.
And coordinator of the recent, local coordinator of the recent United National Antiwar Coalition Conference.
Great. So, I've got some feedback somewhere because something is on that doesn't need to be that. Okay. There we go. That's better. So that is where we connected, and I was so pleased to attend the conference. I was so pleased to meet you guys. The one day I was able to attend, I was really, really impressed with the focus of the conference on not only global anti-war efforts, but also domestic anti-war efforts and domestic anti-war efforts that affect specific communities because we deal with different things. So I really, really appreciated the different perspectives on the anti-war effort from UNAC, and then I was able to go back and watch the video of the other days that I wasn't able to attend, and it was just more of that, so it was great. But what really moved me emotionally, and I definitely want to start with this, Anna Edwards, was the trip down to Shockoe Bottom. Um, and that was emotional for me, and I live streamed about it. So for those of you who remember that live stream that I did that Sunday from Shockoe Bottom African Burial Ground and the adjacent Lumpkins Jail, um, Anna Edwards, explain what Shockoe Bottom and Lumpkin's jail is, or are rather.
Right. Yeah, they are two parts of a greater story, basically. But the African Burial Ground is a site in Richmond in an area called Shockoe Bottom. Shockoe Bottom used to be called Shockoe Valley, and it's in essence where the city of Richmond began. There was a creek that ran into the James River, and on the east side of that creek, they established a city. They laid out a street grid, and on the west side of that creek is where they sort of did burials.
Hmm.
And if you were not owned by someone with a lot of land, or you were part of sort of the urban village and didn't have another place to be buried, and you were black, you would be buried there.
Mm.
It was also the place where the town gallows would be set up, and so people who were convicted and executed that took place there, and many times they were buried there as well.
Wow.
The African burial ground became a real point of focus for us in 2002 when a woman, a local historian here, who had been doing research on Gabriel's Rebellion, had come across a map that had burial ground for Negroes written on it. And through some additional research, she was able to exactly in the city that burial ground probably existed.
Hmm.
And she presented that information to what?
That it wasn't before.
Yes. Oh, you're giving her name. Sorry, I didn't give her name. Her name was Elizabeth Hamborian, and she was, I think she was actually a history major, maybe at the time that she was doing the research. And she actually worked with a man named Phil Schwartz, who was a well-known professor of history, especially on the history of slavery in Virginia. So she did some additional research. She identified through comparing maps where the site likely was.
Hmm.
She pitched that information to people around the city, I think into the Slave Trial Commission of the city, trying to get them to acknowledge, that there was this place. And she was finally successful in doing that with an organization called the LA Folklore Society, and their director there was Omalade Denise Bell, and she took that information and included her presentation in a Juneteenth program,
Mm.
and out of that included the site of the African burial ground in a walk that is done every year during Juneteenth, which happened to be the same weekend that we were holding the conference this year.
Oh, okay. So that's what the ceremony was.
Right,
Uh,
that we kind of almost walked in on, right?
right. Right.
Right. So the burial ground. So then it was this walk. I'm sorry. It's called the Walk Along the Trail of Enslaved Africans. So there are people who've been to Richmond and have heard the term the Slave Trail, and that is a marked walk. It's 2.5 miles. Yeah, I think it's about 2.5 miles long, with some very good markers along the way to sort of help you understand where you are. But the burial ground then became the culminating point for this walk. Once that information was understood, and then within a couple of years, I think that's where we learned about it. And within a couple of years, we had decided to host a program about Gabriel's Rebellion. And Gabriel, of course, was an enslaved blacksmith who, at the age of 24, recruited a group of people to launch what would have been the largest single slave rebellion in Richmond, in Virginia, at that time. And it was to take place on August 30th of 1800. And unfortunately, there was a thunderstorm and then a betrayal, and so that the group was scattered. And ultimately, there were 50 trials that took place, and of those, 26 people were convicted and executed. Gabriel was one of the last. so that they weren't walking around like they were always in the shadow of those monuments on Monument Avenue, right? So that there would be a place in the landscape that, we've done a good job of beginning to acknowledge the civil rights era, but this earliest history, to know that there are people and events that we can look to from this earliest history, that's what we're trying to do in Shockoe Bottom. But very quickly we had to move into defensive and protective mode with multiple baseball stadium development projects being proposed, and with the final one actually coming from the mayor himself. So that was the biggest battle. And fortunately, over the years, our base of allies has grown to such an extent that with the community, we were able to defeat that in 2014. So now we just want to get this memorial park established, protect the resources that we have, and tell this story, tell them the way they need to be told.
Wow, that's an amazing, amazing history. Now, people who are watching are saying that they're having some feedback issues and they're having a problem hearing you. So I'm going to try to see if I can fix this. Um, and let's see, hope that we can improve something a little bit. Let's see. Let me check in with my folks here. Do you guys hear feedback on your end?
We don't.
Okay.
Clear the bell.
All right, let me see with our folks online. I heard some feedback before. I don't hear it now. So let's see. Well, let's see what they say. Okay, you guys are still very faint. So you may have to talk, you may have to speak up.
We'll bring this closer too.
Okay. Okay. Now say that there's no feedback now, but the volume is low. See what I tell you? Shoestring and bubble gum. This is what happens. There's always something. Sometimes we hit it out of the park and everything is perfect. And sometimes it's like, no, hold it right up to your mouth. So, so
Are you hearing us a little louder to you?
you're actually a little faint to me. But I've got all my speaker, everything's at 100%. Um, so, we'll just keep going because, and just yell.
Would I could duck in the other room for a sec and access you on our other laptop.
Okay.
And see if I can tell. And that is
It's an email.
Yeah.
Just click.
Okay.
Okay, great. So, what the reason I was so touched by the Shockoe Bottom uh, portion of the program, that going down to Shockoe Bottom, was because my grandmother would mention Shockoe Bottom, and I'm sorry.
I just said no kidding.
Yeah, I mean, my family is from Jarrett, Virginia, 90 miles south of Richmond. Half my family's from Jarrett, half my family's from Emporia. My dad's family's from Emporia. My mom's family is from Jarrett. And my family has always lived. I've looked on Ancestry.com. My family's never lived anywhere else. So we suspect that our ancestors more than likely came through Shockoe Bottom. So it was an interesting, that's not even a good description of it. It was a harrowing experience to go down there, and I took my shoes off and walked on the grass of Lumpkin's jail, and I mean, it was an amazing emotional experience just to feel the stones that were part of the gallows. And it was just it's just it's hard not to get emotional when you know that may very well be the starting point of your ancestry in this country,
Mhm.
and it's the only starting point that you have.
Right.
And that's so how do you go about fighting the mindset of of places like Richmond, where there's Monument Avenue with all these enormous, beautiful Confederate monuments, and the one to Robert E. Lee is lit up. I mean, I did the live stream. It's literally lit up at night from
Yeah.
four enormous floodlights, so that you can't miss it. You can never get away from it. How do you restore the history of African people and their descendants in a place like Richmond with that kind of mindset?
Well, Richmond is more potent than people think. Uh, it's a survivor city in a way,
Mhm.
and there have been different strategies for survival. Um, to a large part in the 20th century, it's been about law
Mhm.
and legal battles, right? And there's also been a fairly strong business class.
Uh huh. Oh. Oh, sorry about that.
Just want to make sure we weren't actually off the air. Um, so, so one of the things, people have not talked much about the monuments, for most of their existence, and so primarily Black people have not really talked very much about them. And so, you're trying to figure out what is that landscape. I mean, we expected to get at least acknowledgement from a lot more, I think, of the Black community when we first got started on this.
Mhm.
But
Can't hear him.
oh, when you
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So soft you can just almost not hear at all.
Hmm.
There's some
Wow.
slight feedback, but that's not the problem. The problem is she's just you can't hear
the
her.
volume is that low.
Okay, let me the sound seemed to adjust on this end. So let me
Yeah.
try something else. Thanks for your patience, you guys, and everybody watching. All right, let me see.
Oh,
All right. Somebody online, let me know if you can hear.
I'll go back.
okay. Phil's gonna go check again too.
Okay.
I'm also looking at my microphone settings too to see if there's anything on our end.
Okay, great. Yeah, it's of course this is the first time we tried this particular way to to stream an interview.
We can do it again if we have to.
Yes, we can. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. Uh-oh. What happened?
Okay.
Alrighty.
I don't know. I mean, I just there weren't many controls to work with, so
I
I
know.
just
I
like,
know.
oh,
So
it's wrong.
that's what sometimes that's what you have to do. You just click until until something works right.
Right, right, right.
Let's see. Can you hear me? No. All right. I shouldn't have pushed that button.
That was the silent pause meditation. But
Right. Hmm. All right. I've got people watching and nobody's responding.
oh, Phil's in the other room checking that.
Okay.
See what happens.
Let's see.
It's a nice platform though. I
Well,
like this.
thank you. It took me about 6 months to figure out how to use it. And I'm still, as you can see, I'm still fumbling around. I still.
Yeah, I think though sometimes the atmosphere, I think literally the barometric conditions sometimes have an effect on how well the satellite works. Right?
That's a good point. That's probably very true. And now, with climate change, everything's a crapshoot.
Right. And to start working on our little biospheres.
Right, right. All right. Well, people are still watching, so
Maybe we're just visually entertaining.
that's entirely possible too. Which that's that makes me feel just as good, I suppose. but but
We can get some visual aids, please. I have one. Please.
let's see.
Actually, I do.
Oh, goody.
Look,
Oh, yes. Thank you. That's perfect.
these are historic markers that we had made up in order to take people on a tour of Shockoe Bottom. So that's one.
Mhm.
And there were actually 11. Okay. Okay. So he wants me to get as close as I can and see if that helps with the. If I need with a microphone. Well, all of this is helping to inform me that I might need to actually get a real microphone for the computer so that when we
I
start doing stuff,
Yeah, I know we rely so heavily on the all-in-one package, don't we?
yes, it's very convenient when it works. Yeah. So, all right, Phil, what do you think?
How's it sounding over there, Phil?
He's in some other room. I don't know. But anyway, just in case, um, yeah. So we had these markers. Yeah, markers made up. These are the small versions,
Mhm.
but they were so that we could take people on a tour of the footprints of the Shockoe Bottom Memorial Park, and that would help people understand a couple of things. We were at that moment. Yeah, he says he still can't hear me.
Hmm. Okay, so this is what I think we should probably do. Um, Let me get you guys another link to connect to another platform, and then we'll go from
Okay.
there. Okay?
Yep.
Okay. So, everybody online, we're going to disconnect because we're having technical issues, and we will be back, though. All right?